Greetings nerdlings and welcome to AmalgamNation presents World of Lorecraft, Herocraft, Ysera edition. Ysera, the green dragon aspect, was charged with the protection of the Emerald Dream, but also watched over Azeroth. To the druids she was known as the Mother of Cenarius, but since she is a dragon, this is not literal. Aonar the Titan blessed Alexstrasza's younger sister, the lithe green dragon Ysera, with a portion of nature's influence. Ysera fell into an eternal trance, bound to the waking dream of creation. Known as the Dreamer, she would watch over the growing wilds of the world from her verdant realm, the Emerald Dream. Ysera was one of the dragon aspects that gave some of her power to the demon soul, not knowing Neltharion would betray the aspects. After the War of the Ancients, Alexstrasza planted a magical acorn from the mother tree Ganir within the second well of eternity created by Illidan. The tree grew large till it reached the heavens and was crowned Nordrassil. Ysera enchanted the tree so that it would be bound to the Emerald Dream. Ysera is green and her skin glitters with countless emeralds for scales. Her physical form is ghostly, ethereal, like watching a living dream or vision. The Emerald Dream is a place where all living beings dream when sleeping. It is a place where sentient beings have dreams of hope and faith for a better tomorrow. From the Emerald Dream, Ysera can observe all lesser races. Her eyes are always closed, although you can see her pupils move constantly below her eyelids as if watching many dreams at once. There are only a few recorded moments in history where Ysera has opened her eyes. When she does, a person can see eyes of many colors like a rainbow. The eyes of every sentient creature can be seen at once through her eyes. Ysera opened her eyes during the War of the Ancients after seeing Malorn dead, and again when addressing Malfurion's storm rage on his druidic prowess. She opened them another time during the Second War before Crassus, when he tried to convince her to help free Alexstrasza. Ysera also opened her eyes after she regained her powers during the fight against Deathwing. Ysera fought alongside the other dragon aspects against the evil of Deathwing while Ronan destroyed the demon soul. She regained her full powers once the demon soul was destroyed. She has been silent since the appearance of the Emerald Nightmare and may be in danger and might be corrupted, which would explain why she wrongly commanded the Emerald Owls at the Emerald Dragon Shrine. Following the defeat of the Lich King, the situation in the Emerald Dream became even more dire as the insidious Nightmare Lord unfolded his master plan to enslave Azeroth. Ysera led the Green Dragons, Ancients and Druids against the Nightmare. Ysera was captured by the Nightmare Lord while assisting Tyrande Whisperwind and Thura in freeing Malfurion's storm rage. The aspect remained imprisoned within the Eye of Ysera for most of the remainder of the crisis, working with Lucan Foxblood to assist Malfurion in stopping the Nightmare. Ysera was freed again by her consort Aranicus, who sacrificed himself to free her. Ysera was forced to leave the remainder of the battle to Malfurion, who was ultimately successful in stopping Xavius and largely halting the Nightmare. Ysera with Alexstrasza later presided over the long-awaited wedding of Malfurion and Tyrande and gave her blessing to Teldrassil, which she had withheld when the tree was first made. As Cenarius slowly fell to the Emerald Nightmare, Ysera tried to find a cure for him, but she herself was corrupted by Xavius into a dragon of nightmare. Together Ysera and Xavius captured Malfurion's storm rage. When hearing this, Tyrande rushed to save her husband, but Xavius told her that she must choose between spending Furion's last moments with him or to return to Temple of Elune in order to defend it from Ysera and her forces. Tyrande chose to defend the temple. During the attack, Ysera was killed. Ysera can later be found in ghost form in the Emerald Dream after Xavius is defeated. Appearance and abilities. Ysera can assume the form of a female from any race, which she chooses depending on whom she is talking to. Often she wears a dress of emerald green, emerald jewellery, and has emerald green hair. Ysera avoids and dislikes combat, especially in her realm. When angered, she is terrible, paranoid, and impulsive. She keeps herself isolated in the Eye of Ysera within the Emerald Dream and is rarely seen in the real world. When she does visit the living plane, she shapeshifts into a humanoid form covered by a green hood, and her eyes are always closed. When in combat, she attacks with her greenish breath to put her opponents to sleep and rarely strikes to kill. She prefers to neutralize her enemies and banish them away from her realm. Ysera can travel from mind to mind to travel anywhere she wishes by entering the dreams of any living being sleeping. She may enter the dreams of a target to communicate with or warn the sleeping creature. Ysera has the ability to plane shift between the real world and the Emerald Dream. I should have said Ysera had these abilities since she's dead. Thank you for watching, and as always, remember, play to game and game to play.